Hello friends, happy Vlogmas, happy Tuesday for me, Wednesday for you. Only a couple more days of Vlogmas left, that's crazy. My name is Jessie. If you are new here, I do all kinds of lifestyle videos. I talk about living with chronic illness, I talk about working from home, all that kind of jazz. So if you're interested, productivity, that kind of stuff. If you're interested in that, just keep on watching and subscribe if you haven't already. Just realizing I did not put on makeup today, but it is what it is. Usually I've been putting on makeup when I leave the house lately just because it makes me feel just a little bit more put together, but it is not necessary. It's 12:30. It feels later because it's so dreary out. I don't know if you can see. It's just like gloomy today. It's supposed to kind of rain on and off all day, and it's only supposed to be in like the low 40s. Also, I noticed editing my last vlog that this like little stand here rattles a little bit, and I'm really sorry. I hope that that isn't like ruining the audio, but it's truly like one of the only times I remember to vlog is when I'm driving because it's easy. Yeah, so I'm hoping that that isn't too distracting. Couple of things. It's 12:30. Like I said, I had a call with my client from 10 to noon, and then I ate some lunch, and I tried to like charge my computer, but it is pretty much dead. So I'm gonna have to sit by a table that has a plug at Starbucks, but I think I'm gonna go to Starbucks. Apparently I'm breaking out. I like never get pimples, weird, anymore. I used to. I have like scarring on my face because I used to get like terrible cystic acne. Anyway, I think today my goal is I have a whole bunch of admin work that I need to do from that meeting that I was just in, like setting up some tasks in ClickUp and other things like that. I also need to write an email for my other client, and then I have to possibly start a blog. So I don't have a ton of work. I'm actually in a really good place, which of course, previous Jessie, I wish I could tell her not to be as stressed as I was last week because I was like super stressed out. And now it's like 2 days. I only have 2 full days of work left, and I feel fine. I did want to give you guys a little update. I followed up with the company I'd been interviewing from because I felt like I should have heard from them by now. And I got the very typical no email in response. I'm just gonna say it was like a very interesting interview process. I think I told y'all they make you take an assessment in the beginning, and it's like a very difficult assessment, and I like thought that maybe I'm just like not smart. So I had Ben look at, they have like this page, like a practice exam you can do, and he looked at it, and Ben like went to school for like computer science, like he's very intelligent. And he was like, these questions are stupid. What do they have to do? They were questions, like mathematical questions, like very, very difficult questions. And I'm like in a content marketing position that like has no reason that I need to find the average of like 300 different things. I don't know. That was like my first red flag, honestly, because I didn't pass the first one, and they let me take it a second time, and I must have passed that one because they didn't tell me anything. It was just like, it immediately rubbed me the wrong way, but I had an interview with a woman that would have been my boss, and I loved her, and I was so excited for the opportunity to like write full-time because I have really been loving writing, which is why I'm so excited about this new client that I got, because I love to write and I want to write more. So I was really excited about this position. She really loved me. She even told me that the person that would have been my coworker really loved me, and then they had like a culture interview with like someone who I'd be working with occasionally but wasn't like a direct coworker, and she loved me. I mean, these people like told me in my interview that they really enjoyed the time and they were excited to talk to me in the future. Like I know they liked me. It's not just me assuming that someone liked me. The only one that rubbed me the wrong way was like the boss of that department, who I really wouldn't have worked with consistently. She was asking me questions that were not what I thought the job was. She was asking me more questions that were surrounded around social media versus blog writing. And with this position, it was supposed to be like mostly content marketing, like mostly writing blogs and just like a little bit of social media, like very small, like just posting the blogs. But she was, I don't know, to me it felt very much like the team didn't fully, they weren't all on the same page as to what they were hiring for. I don't know if that's true. That's just like as an interviewee, how I felt based on how all of my interviews went really well. And then the one interview I feel like didn't go as well. It didn't go poorly, but it didn't go like as well as the other ones did. And it was because she was asking me questions that I didn't feel like had anything to do with the position. So I was just like really thrown off by it. Oh, I should also say one last thing is that I have like almost 12 years of experience in marketing. Most of that is in social media, writing, all that kind of stuff. And this position would have been a downgrade. Downgrade is the wrong word. What is it? Like not a demotion either. Like I have more experience than what they needed. They were calling for like 1 to 3 years of experience. And I have, like I said, almost 12. I had more experience than what they were asking for, and the pay that they were giving was like 10 grand less than I used to make at my last job. I definitely was overqualified for the position in my opinion, but I was really excited about it. I was willing to take technically a pay cut from my previous position because I was really excited about the prospect of writing full time. First of all, the response to me initially about like if I got the job or not was a very canned response. It was copy and pasted. In fact, she didn't even tell me that I didn't get the job. She just said like, we made, and then like she didn't finish the sentence. It was very weird. So, but she was telling me that like, you know, we'll keep you in mind for future endeavors. And I'm always like, that's what literally everyone says. So I responded and I was like, hey, I'm assuming that that means that you're moving forward with another candidate. But I was just wondering if you could give me any feedback because, and if you're ever interviewing for a position and you don't get it, always ask for feedback. A lot of times they won't give it to you, but I think it's important to ask because I was very curious. I was like, I'm just wondering because most of my interviews with the team seemed very excited about the prospect of working with me. So I'm just confused as to like what changed that. And you can say it politely, like I wasn't rude, but I just wanted to like know because as an interviewee, again, I hate being in interviews where people act like they're so excited about you and then like they decide not to work with you and they don't tell you why. Like I think it should be a requirement not only for companies to tell you how much the salary is, but to tell you why you didn't get the job. I wish that that was something that they would do, which nobody is going to ever do. I wish that they would because I think that it's really hard as an interviewee to go through I've been through multiple interviews now where I've been the top candidate or one of the top candidates and then I didn't get the position and I don't feel like any of them gave me any real feedback to help me so that I can like, you know, if there's something that I'm not portraying correctly or if I'm looking for the wrong positions, I just want more information so that I stop interviewing for companies that don't want to hire me. Her response was that I don't have enough experience in long form blog writing, which I just think is a not helpful response because like I just told you, I have plenty of experience in it. And two, when I was on the interview with the person that would be my boss, she was very much like, she told me that I had plenty of experience in the little bit like of SEO specific experience she could teach me. So I don't know, it just feels a little bit off, but either way, I didn't get the position and it is what it is. I know that everything is like working out the way that it's supposed to. And if I was supposed to have gotten the position, I would have gotten the position. I really do think that the universe or God or whomever you believe in will put things in your life that are supposed to be in your life and things that aren't. And the fact that I keep not getting jobs that I apply for is really, and I keep getting opportunities for either more hours with my current client or like possible new clients is just telling me that I need to be open to staying freelance full-time for a while and seeing where that takes me. It's just really hard right now because we're in a really hard financial position, but it's also not just up to me to figure that out. Like, that's also up to Ben, and he understands that. Anyway, he is also looking for jobs. So I think I'm going to take some time off of looking for jobs and instead look at nurturing the current clients that I have, seeing if they want any more hours, and then continuing to put myself out there for new positions, for new clients, I should say. Continue to, work on my YouTube, on my podcast, and kind of see where stuff goes there, because I think there's some room for growth. I think the fact that I keep looking for a full-time job because it's easier is like stunting my growth in growing my business and actually doing the things that I want to do. So maybe that's just the universe's way of telling me that I need to focus on the things that I want to do. I really want to write a book, y'all. Like, I started a fiction novel and I want to continue it, and I just haven't been. So maybe that's something I'll focus on in early 2022, is getting back in the habit of writing my book. Anyway, that was a very long car monologue. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go into Starbucks and get some work done, and then I will follow up with you guys afterwards. Got Finn chomping on an ice cube. Is it good? Yeah. I am going to put some electrolytes in my water just because I'm feeling it. These are the electrolytes. I get them from Sprouts. I like the cherry pomegranate one. It basically just has a bunch of like good stuff in it. Nothing bad for you. No calories, anything like that, but just gives your water a little bit of an upgrade. I usually have this like once a day just to get in some extra electrolytes. It's a vegan, autism approved, which is interesting. I don't usually see that. My client, one of her focuses for her business is autism, so interesting. Anyway, just gonna drink that. Mix. Don't see my head. Hello. Mix this up. Kari, if you're watching, you commented before that I need to drink more water. I do drink water, I just don't show you. See, here's my water. Look how gloomy it is. It's only 2:30 and it's so dark in here. I mean, you might not be able to tell, but I turned on the tree and the candles for some light. I have like the light on in there because it's so dark. I did the dishes, y'all saw, so the kitchen's a little bit cleaner. I have something uploading for my client. I'm just like not feeling writing right now, so I think I'm gonna hang out with the dogs for a little bit. But yeah, I just can't believe how gloomy it is right now. Feels like it's like 5 p.m. and it's only 2:30. It's super dark. I'm having like the coziest. It's literally 5:10 and it's so dark and rainy out, but just been hanging out. I finished up some work on the couch. Probably gonna eat in a little bit. We're gonna try to watch Rudolph, the like original, like the OG movie. We need to like purchase these movies. Rudolph, a very specific Scrooge movie that I love. It's like an old movie. It's not like the new or animated ones. And then The Grinch with Jim Carrey. Those are like my 3 favorite Christmas movies. Like, I have to watch those. I need to like purchase them because we rent them on Amazon every year. And I'm like, after renting them for like 3 years in a row, we should have just purchased them, you know? But anyway, that's, I think, what we're going to do the rest of the night. So thank you so much for watching. Sorry, it's kind of dark in here right now, but I will see you in tomorrow's Vlogmas.